Hi everyone, welcome back to Blessings from the Garden. My name is Saroya, and we just want to welcome you here to our channel and to those loyal subscribers. Continue to support us. We appreciate you, and to our new subscribers, we do appreciate you and thank you for the subscription. Now, today's video, we're going to look to see what we have in the garden, but more specifically, the exotic fruit trees that we are growing. So come along with us today. Okay guys, this is our mulberry plant. It's not fruiting yet. Hopefully we get some fruit from it by next year. So down here the leaves are very small, but then up top they're a bit big. Well, they're bigger. We cut this down about 2 times to see if it will branch. But it branched at the bottom, but it's still not branching at the top because I want it to be a little wider canopy. But it's not happening, so I probably have to cut it again, not sure. But this is our mulberry plant. In this container, we have our lychee plant. It has grown a lot. Not sure when it will produce, but it has grown a lot significantly. And we have just gotten some rain, so the place is a bit wet. This is one of our newest addition, pepino plant. It's a pepino melon plant. We'll put a picture of what it should look like on the screen. But we have about 2 of these plants. So this is a pepino melon plant. And so hopefully by next year we'll be getting some fruits from it as well. Alright, so ground cherry. It's not bearing yet. It's a fairly young seedling. So these fruits come into a little tiny husk, just like the tomato, and they will fall, and then when the husk is brown they will fall off, and you know that it's ready to be consumed. So we have about 2 of these plants, and this one is not doing so well. It's been eaten up, and they've been scorched. These have been scorched by the sun. Right here we have 2 figs. These are cuttings we got from somebody, from one of our friends from Montego Bay, who sent the cuttings to us. So the cuttings will be the stick part of it. That's what she sent. Then we stick it in the dirt, and then the leaves started to grow from the top. So these are 2 figs right here. We have more in the greenhouse. Okay, so this is our 1P plant. It's a fruit looking like grape, they said. So we can't wait to see what it tastes like. It has grown a lot because we got it when it was a very, very, very tiny seedling. So it has put on a lot of leaves, a lot of branches. What I'm doing is just to try this it a bit. This is our last pineapple for now. It has been 2 years in the making. Alright, so in a few months, well, a month's time, because it's started to ripe already, so pretty soon we'll be able to harvest this fruit from it. And all of these plants are growing in a pot. Alright, this is our rose apple. It's not bearing yet. Can't wait for it to bear, but it's looking good. This plant has been growing nicely. So this is our rose apple, and it is also in a container. Alright, so this is one of our cane patches, and this one is in a container, very small container. Not sure if you can see the container clearly. So we have some canes growing in this container. This is the newest cane patch, slowly growing. Not much to it as yet, but you saw when we did this one. So this is the newest one that we have. Let me bring it to the first one that has a lot of canes in it. So let me bring it to the other cane patch, or first cane patch. And that one is in the ground. This one is in the ground. So let me bring it to the one that we had first. Alright, so this is our first cane patch. So this one has a lot of canes in it. They're not yet fit. Give them about 2 or 3 months before we start reaping them. But this is our first one, and it is the first time it has ever looked so good. Alright. Yes, it has a lot of brown leaves. We need to trim those off. But it is the first time it has ever looked so good. Alright guys, look at this cane over here. It has two side shoots. I'm not sure if that is really a thing with canes, but first I'm seeing this, the cane producing cane on its own self. So if this is something that is um, usual, please let us know in the comment. Alright, so this is our dwarfed June plum. It has on a lot of fruits and also more blossoms are on it. So, and this is also grown in a container. So all our fruit trees are grown in a container. So those are the different fruits, and they are different sizes. They are of different sizes. And some are in here. And we have the yam vine going bonkers in this fruit tree. Alright, so this is our papaya tree. We had to cut the main branch because it wasn't doing well and it was producing a lot of offshoots. So what I did was to cut the main branch and then allowed this other branch to be fully developed, and now it has a fruit on it. Alright guys, this is our lemon trees in the ground. It's growing well. And look at the spikes on it. You have to be careful with these plants because look how spiky this thing is. Okay guys, this is one of our raspberry plants. One is here, one is here. And as you can see, they are fruiting. And that one is turning red. Not sure if you can see it clearly. Alright, so I got this as a gift for Teacher's Day. And Teacher's Day was in May of this year. So this was a gift, the raspberry plants, from one of my students. Now they are fruiting. I'm a bit concerned because of the high temperatures we're having. So some of the leaves are being scorched. But we just have to manage it properly and give it the best care. Beside it, we have a blackberry plant. Again, the same problem, the same issue. Leaves are being damaged by the sun rays. But here is a new growth. This blackberry plant is a dwarfed one. The one beside it is also a dwarfed one. So this one is not doing so well. Might replace it eventually with another blackberry plant, but we'll just keep treating it, giving it the best care, and see what happens. Because the one over here is producing new growth. This one was also dropping leaves and stuff like that, but there are no new growth on it, so let's see what will happen to it. This is a golden raspberry plant, one of our newest addition, and this is another one next to it. So these two are golden raspberries. So the fruit will have a golden look, as the name suggests. And over here, this is a blueberry plant, not doing well. Again, not sure what's happening to the plant, but this one is doing a little bit better. Actually, this one was the one that wasn't doing well, and it has been growing nicely over the last week. And this one now, getting some brown leaves, again, high temperatures. So we just have to give this a lot of care as well, so it can bounce back a bit. These are two other blueberry plants that we just got, and these are the pink lemonade blueberries. So these two plants are the pink lemonade blueberries. The one I saw before, the other two plants, they were the blue blueberries. So these are the pink lemonade blueberries. And these are some of the fig plants that we got. These are not from cuttings, but we just got these as some baby plants. And these are dwarfed figs. Not sure of the name. I'll put the name on the screen. So these are some dwarf figs. So they will be going about 2 to 3 feet tall, and they will produce. Not sure if they will produce this year. The figs I showed you before, they'll grow up to 6 feet in height. All right. Over here we have a planting plant that is in a tile, and it is growing wonderfully well, as you can see, and it has new growth at the top. So this is doing well in the space it is in. All right, so this is our banana plant, and this one is in a half a drum, and it has grown tremendously. Hopefully it will produce some fruits for us by next year. And it also has a pot beside it. There's a baby plant in it. Alright, so right here we have a soursop tree. Um, I think it's doing well, I think. Not sure when it will be getting some fruits on it. Hopefully by next year again this one will produce some fruits for us. So this is our soursop tree. It is also in a container. Alright, so here we have it's not a dwarf tree. It is one other June plum. It's not dwarfed, but it's grown in a container. It is not producing any fruits yet. I'm not sure when it will produce some fruits. But what we did was to cut off, this was the main branch. So I cut it off right here, and then it produces these two side branches. Then I cut this one off, and it produces two side branches. So what we wanted to do is for the tree to have a wider canopy instead of going straight up in the air. So hopefully we'll get some fruits from it next year. Down here we have an orange tree, and the leaves are doing pretty well. With a few exceptions, because these ones are eaten, but for the most part, the leaves are doing well. All right, so this is a dwarfed orange tree. The exact name is, what's the exact name? It's a Valencia tree. In this pot over here on the back end, we have another lemon plant in this container. The container is down here, right here. So this is one other lemon plant. Okay, our cherry tree is growing a lot of vines, lots of limbs, not vines but limbs. Not seen any blossom on it yet, so we anticipate it quite soon. But it's doing well, can't complain. Not any major damage to this tree. It has not been eaten up by any bugs or anything of the sort. So this one is growing well. Next to it we have an apple plant. Doing well as well. Not sure how tall this will get. I might have to top it again because I topped it here and it produces these branches. So I might have to come back and actually top it again so it can give it a wider canopy. And this is an American apple plant. Alright, so this is our grapevine, the newest one, and it's doing quite lovely, very lovely. Hasn't produced any fruits yet, but he's doing well. It's growing nicely and spreading, so we love this. And what we did was to take a couple of branches off and try to root them. So we're doing that so we can get more grapevines. Where we're gonna put them, I'm not sure yet, but yes, this one is doing well. Okay, so this is our first grapevine Um, the branches over here are doing well, but in the middle section here, I'm not sure what's happening. The leaves are all gone right here. I'm not sure if because it is well hidden on this Acre tree, while this middle section is not producing any leaves, or the leaves are just falling off. But at both ends of the branches, we have the leaves that are forming and growing. All right, guys, thank you for joining us today in our exotic tour of our fruit trees. Um, Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for sharing, liking, and commenting. And we will see you in the next one. Do start a garden, one content at a time. Bye bye for now.